You know, I never understood people using ChatGPT and all that shit to write essays. Like, I understand using it to find, like, shit. I'm not playing this fucking level. I understand using ChatGPT to find, like, sources, but isn't the fun part writing the video essay? Not video essay. Writing the essay itself? I don't know. I don't agree with the idea that you have to be, like... Ugh. The fuck was that noise? Okay. I don't... I don't agree with the idea that you can't have fun in college and like, cause like there's people who like I've seen in my college classes who'd be on their laptops playing like cool math games and shit, and like your normal thought would be like, oh they're paying tuition just to play cool math games in the middle of a lecture, and I'm like, well, that's not everybody's case. For me, I got into college for completely free. I didn't have to, and honestly, I'm surprised that I didn't have to, because I had fucking terrible grades, and I am from like the poorest neighborhood possible. Well, that's an exaggeration, but still. This fucking timing. And when I went to college, I was really scared that I would have to rely on my parents to eat. Until I realized that they were giving me money to attend college. That is a what a concept, man. Like, I get paid what, like 2-3K a fucking semester for what, dude? I mean, granted, I spent like a lot of it on a new computer, which like yeah, is a worthy investment. But now I'm like, what now? Like, yeah, I have money, but like I don't know. It just feels so meandering in the way where I feel like adulthood should be a lot more harder than that. I don't know. I haven't tried applying to too many jobs. I've only applied to like 1 or 2 in my entire adulthood. That makes me sound like a chud or some shit, but I don't know. I just didn't see the value finding a job right now, especially since I wouldn't know how to fit that in with the ever-changing schedules of my college life. I don't know. Come back to me in a year. Maybe I'll be a lot more adult. Oh, speaking of not being an adult, I bought $150 worth of Star Fox plushies. So I was like, I need those Star Fox plushies. Fucking, I need Fox McCloud, that Slippy, that Peppy, and that fucking Falco plushie right now. Because I saw they were announcing that shit. And I was like, fuck, it's $150 because of fucking Trump's tariffs and shit. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Like, I never felt more anger in my life over being an adult than that point. Where I realized that this fucking idiot in the office made my fucking stupid furry slot plushies this fucking high of a caliber and price. And I wholeheartedly have been feeling those effects because everything is fucking expensive now. Like, there is no fucking world where I should be paying $20 for fucking for paying off my grandpa's gas money and shit. Cause like, you know, it's his car. I don't have a car and shit. But what the fuck do I know? Maybe it's different in other states. I live in California. Funny congregation jump scare. Oh, God. On a side tangent, that fucking shit is so annoying. I'm not gonna get into it because I feel annoying bringing it up. But yeah, guess who created that whole fucking meme? Whatever, man. Fuck, where was I? Shit, I lost Star Fox. Something about that. That new fucking Star Fox game. Me personally, I never saw what everyone else was saying about it looking too uncanny. I was not impressed with the designs at first. They did grow on me though. I really like Falco's chud ass bird legs that he seems to just accept into his design now. I don't know. We're just gonna have to accept that that's a part of his design forever. I don't mind, but some people will. Listen, I am a stronger furry than most. These characters are still, like, fuckable in my eyes. and they will still be forever. I don't care how chud they look. I just think it looks better. Me personally, I am a rare artist that is not a fat fur that draws double chins on my furries. So like, I'm not the one to fucking complain. Fuck! 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 Stop! Stop! Presta! Oh, I can't do the block joke. I can't do that fucking, like... I can't do that fucking Kermel block speedrun joke there. Ah, fuck. I quit the level for a fucking joke I didn't even follow up on. Whatever. We're playing Heartbeat. This used to be my favorite Kermel level. I don't know what my favorite is now. Ask me any day of the week, it'll probably change. Right now, I think it's Rearmed. I really like Rearmed. I don't like playing it. I don't like playing any level, for that matter. I don't know how people do this part. I just spam. It's the only way. It's the only way. It's not even efficient. You can see that, like, it doesn't even work half the time. That's how this fucking game goes, man. I gotta lock in here. Okay. Now I can keep talking. Man, you know what this reminds me of? When I was younger, I feel like I was much more of a visionary when I was younger. I made, like, most of those levels you love when I was, like, fucking, what, 16? Fucking 16, 17? I know, 7. And now I'm like, I'm not doing anything, man. I'm not doing anything in this community. I'm not doing anything in general. Like, adulthood fucking drains the soul out of a motherfucker, man. Like, 1 minute you can be fucking GD Tarkovsky, and then the next you'll be fucking miserable every single day of your fucking adulthood life. Not that I miss being a teenager. Fuck no. Fuck that, man. But like, I would rather have the creativity I did back then than I do now, because like, yeah, I guess I'm a smarter person, but I was doing more shit back then, if that makes sense. There's probably some alternative perspective on that could probably broaden my horizons on what my stance on myself right now is, or whatever. But I can't be fucked to figure it out. I'm like 4 pages into a 6-page essay for my fucking finals right now. I can't be bothered to think philosophy for more than 5 fucking seconds without my brain bursting everywhere. I mean, granted, I did just take my meds. I do have a headache right now. If you're ever oh, we have to pause for a bit. It's the funny part. I used to obsess over this part when I was younger. I don't know why. It was just really unconventional gameplay. I was like, I don't know. For anybody that takes meds, do you also get like minor headaches right after taking like your antidepressants or some shit? Like I'm diagnosed with PTSD and depression. I'm fine saying that because I don't really give a shit what you do with that information. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Make a fucking like hate post saying fucking what? I legit can't even come up with a reasoning. Whatever, man. Fucking, you never realize how big the spikes are in this shit. And you're wondering why you're dying so much. It's because they're covered by the fucking big black heart in the background. For me, I think my migraines have gotten like worse since I started taking meds. But honestly, I would probably take like every 6 months I get one big migraine over the monthly. I get like really severe constipation and I feel like I'm gonna fucking die while on the toilet. I'm also fine saying that because what the fuck are you gonna do with that information? You're gonna look like a weirdo if you try fucking tweeting that out saying Zeptrus has constipation. Let's turn that into a fucking tag or whatnot. I don't know. Remember when people would fucking say dream is over party or some shit? There was tags for this shit. Like, we don't have those anymore on Twitter. Nor on Blue Sky, which, like, inherently is, like, the millennial playground. They just, like, do whatever they want over there. I don't have anything against Blue Sky. I just wouldn't use it as much as Twitter ever. There's a saying, Twitter is a loud bar. Blue Sky is a quiet library. There's a place for both of them, but sometimes I just like being in a really loud, rowdy bar where I just hear stupid shit all the time. I just think it impresses me what people come up with, and I I just prefer it. I just prefer that fucking environment. Like, yeah, when I'm severely overwhelmed, I'm going to prefer fucking, what is it, Blue Sky. Sometimes I get overwhelmed to Twitter, or I want to avoid spoilers, then I just head to Blue Sky, do my thing, and then I hop off of social media. You want to know what the fucking true fix to all of this fucking discourse on whether which one is better is? Just throw away your fucking phone, man. Like, okay, when I was in high school, I did a summer school program where I had to make up for PE, because I didn't finish my PE well enough to pass, so I had to redo it. For 6 hours at a time every single day, I did not have my phone on me because they required that to be locked up. And at first, it was a little bit painful because, no, my phone, how am I gonna do FNAF ERP with my oomfies? And now I'm like, I could go without my phone for a while. Like, if you ask me to not use my phone, I'm going to go now because I had that conditioning when I was younger. Not everyone's gonna get that opportunity unless you fail PE or some shit, but I just feel like, I feel like it's not that hard to set it down for a bit. Especially when you're in the fucking movie theaters. That shit pisses me off. Someone's on their fucking phone checking LinkedIn or fucking Tumblr during the movies. Like, you paid money, real fucking money to watch this, and I did too. And don't even get me started on the fucking children, man. Okay, I can excuse, like, loud children at times, but when you hear that shit in a rated R movie, like, who the fuck is bringing the 3-year-old to fucking the Terminator 2 re-release or some shit? Like, I want to watch my fucking movie in peace, and I'm over here hearing this fucking loud-ass baby. And so badly do I just want to fucking yell, shut the fuck up. But I know I need to be the better person than whoever the fuck this neglectful parent is. And I just need to sit down and wait it out. Because usually they leave the theater. Now, to people who say that it isn't the parents' fault, it 100% is. My sister has 2 kids, and none of them do that shit. Both of them are really quiet during theaters. They focus. They don't go on their fucking phones, despite how TikTok brain rot one of them is. But it puzzles me. It fucking puzzles me. Luckily, here in California, I have not encountered a single iPad kid in the theater playing fucking out loud. But it has mostly been loud children and, like, babbling kids in the background. This is kind of what scares me about the Amazing Digital Circus, because I'm going to see that shit in the 4th of next month, maybe. I think so, yeah. I purposely got a late showing in hopes that there will be less kids there, but I know there's gonna be like a shit ton of kids. Y'all know those BFDI fucking things? One of them will happen in my city. I didn't get tickets to it. I kind of wanted to as a joke, but I like snuck into one of those movies after I watched Iron Lung in theaters because they premiered on the same day, which was a crazy fucking picture I got. And the entire fucking theater was filled with kids. Filled with fucking kids. And they were just fucking singing along to every song, which I felt conflicted on. On one hand, that's really fucking cute, because, for those who don't know, I have been a long-time Object Show fan. Not anymore, because I look like a fucking Nazi if I like that shit, but, like, there's an unlisted and privated playlist of 2 seasons of an Object Show I made on this channel. And, oh, lock in. Oh, I brought up Iron Lung earlier. Fucking, that shit. Okay, I have that at the top of my favorite movies of this year. I know a lot of people don't like it. I know a lot of people despise it. And I'm like, yeah, I understand why. But, like, I don't know. I like movies like Iron Lung, okay? I enjoyed my experience with it. I was fucking enthralled in the theater. Best theater experience, but just because, not because of Markiplier. I like Markiplier. I am not a big avid watcher of his content, though. But the fucking amount of craft and work that went into that project, Jesus Christ, it is awe-inspiring. And even then, I still think it stands alone without the knowledge that went into it. I really do enjoy that movie a lot. And I'm not even the type of person who, like, watches like 5 movies a year. I am an avid moviegoer. I have a fucking letterbox and all that shit. I'm like the definition of pretentious. I just love Iron Lung, okay? Fucking sue me. Take me out back and fucking slime my ass. Fucking kiss me in the fucking lips or some shit. I don't fucking know. Whatever you want to do to me. I'm fucking ass cheeks open. But I'm still gonna like Iron Lung, okay? Nothing's gonna stop me from that. This is my favorite Jonathan GD level. I normally don't really fucking pay attention to most Jonathan GD stuff that he releases nowadays, but there's just something so special about, like, this specific run of levels. I mean, now when I look at his newer levels, they're kind of just like muddy to me. I don't know. Something about his color palettes, they kind of changed. Like this shit is like broad. Someone would call this messy or cluttered, ugly or some shit. I love it. I never understood something being too empty or too messy or some shit. I always thought those were like GD influenced criticisms in a way where nobody talks like that. Nobody says something is too empty and needs air deco. Like, what the fuck? You play any game, do you see air deco in the air? Do you see, like, these pulsating orbs in the fucking air of any other platformer game or some shit like that? That look weird. That's what that fucking one FNAF game tried doing with those fucking dust particles that every Unreal Engine fucking creator always uses. And it looks ugly as shit. Same with most air deco. I just don't find it to be that appealing, really. I think levels are more memorable if they're just levels and not cluttered with these types of fucking arrows, which I guess are fine here, but like, I don't know. I had this mindset when I was told to remove some arrows from a part of death, and I was like, no, I wonder why. And I went to the part that they asked, and I was like, oh yeah, that does kind of take me out of it. And I removed it, point blank. Yep. You want to know the funny thing? This is like his best level. This is like his fucking best level. I don't know why. I just like this. I like this level. This is like his best level since Beeroo or some shit. I fucking love Beeroo though. You can't take Beeroo away from me. Like, actual perfect level for me. What? Dora's this high? Alright, man. You know what's crazy about being a creator that was established in this community? You probably talked to a few of these people at least once. I've had run-ins with at least some of these people. When you're not in this community anymore, you don't realize your influence at all. Even if you're not as big as your Rights or G-Boys or whatever, you don't realize... Ignore that. You don't realize you're still loved by people for what you created or some shit. And as an artist, you do get down about yourself a lot. And yeah, that's a problem that we all face, including myself. So it is nice to once in a while remember that there's people who really love what you make. And I think every artist should treasure that properly. I don't know, it depends. Skeletal shenanigans. You know, nowadays I don't play levels. I just do practice runs of them. I kind of find it funner than playing the level. Funner is a fucking word. Shut the fuck up. I don't like playing this game. Not really. I like making levels for it, well, sparingly, but I don't like playing this game that much. It was proven when I scarred my fucking pinky finger permanently because I got so mad at Accu. I fucking split open actual skin on my pinky and it started bleeding everywhere, and I was like, yeah, I'm done. I have not been in a single hard level since then. And honestly, it was for the better. I mean, now, since my antidepressants do also control those anger issues and present within my body, I feel as if I could return to it, but I just don't have the patience in the modern day to do it. So normally what I do is just practice run levels. It is incredibly therapeutic. Like, even levels out of your comfort zone, just give them a practice run. It's therapeutic. I don't know. I think GD for me works best in this cycle of gameplay. I think not only because some of these are really nostalgic to me, but also there's like some part of my brain that feels like I'm actually playing these from zero, and that part satisfies me because GD's like a whatever puzzle, and you gotta solve it by clicking or whatever. Whatever that one guy said. I remember being in Jonathan GD's server, and Bootiti 3 didn't release yet, but I said in the suggestions chat that Jonathan GD should bring back that cube from the first Bootiti for the fucking third one, and if I recall correctly, he said no? When I saw the fucking Deco trailer for Bootiti, there it was, that fucking cube. So I wonder if I somewhat contributed to that. I'm not sure, but I don't know, maybe I'm just behind everything, man. I don't know. You can't always figure out what you influenced until they just tell you straight up. I'm not gonna ask that. That just seems like a really egotistical question to ask anybody. Like, hey, did I influence this part of your level? Like, I wouldn't want someone saying that to me. Speaking of which, I do like to credit Valentine from Mothmelon's fame for being the reason Sarthix was made. I remember, I think it was them who told me to decorate it, and I ended up doing that. I think a fun fact, Effects, that guy who got exposed like a few years back, one time in Vibrant server, Effects gave me a concrete tier list of his favorite levels of mine. Yeah, fuck. And at the very top, he ranked the level by Wilbur Soot. If you don't know, my first rated level was a 9-star with the Wilbur Soot song before he got canceled. And Effects gave that the highest rating out of everything I've made. Now, I don't mind people's opinions on what I do, but I remember that in specific because it's because of just like the irony that they would both eventually end up being kind of exposed for similar things, and they're both British. Fanakin! Y'all remember Starters? That fandom's fucking insane. You know what I don't understand? I don't understand when like fucking media from like a long ass time ago, gets like fandomized by like younger people, and it just becomes like, you know, when they like put unnecessary fur on like characters and like give them a bunch of pride patches. Like, you're free to express characters all you want. I just find it funny. I also find it funny that it's Starters, which is notoriously the series where the first episode involves a dad having dandruff in his pubic hair. So take that as you will. I think it might have been the art style. I'll admit, I think Starters has one of my favorite art styles on any indie series. Fucking not Vivzy Pop though. Me personally, I don't find Jax attractive. I don't know about y'all. Starters though, I want to fuck Zangoose so fucking badly. That fucking Zangoose in Starters, he's so fucking hot. Even though he appears in like one episode for like relatively less than like 5 minutes. I do like that there was a resurgence, because I remember there was a short like fandoms for Starters and everything moving and leishers related like throughout the 2020s, but like I don't think it got as big until now, which I'm glad. It reminded me of like the Echo thing, where like Echo was kind of like always, I'm pretty sure, sort of the underdog in comparison to Ad Astra. But like nowadays, I think I see more people talking about Echo than Ad Astra. In fact, I see people fucking hate on Ad Astra. Like, I think the public perception on that fucking VN like changed with time. I don't know if that was Keith Ballard's fault or anything, but I don't know. Whatever happens with Keith Ballard is not my place to talk, though. I don't know what he did. I just know some people hate him. And I just know some people make fun of the fact that he began a video by saying,
"The Fox and the Staple, the Star Wars of the furry fandom."
But like, you know, fucking nobody in this fucking game is Drake except my friend requests. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I got possessed by a demon there. I don't know what happened there. I had to end a recording session. Mommy came in. I'm going with my dad tomorrow. I mean, it's just more work experience on my fucking resume that I still haven't fucking finished, by the way. Like, an essay I have to do, but a resume, like, yeah, you do have to do it, but like, that's if you're wanting a job, and like, right now I'm not looking for one. Like, it'd be good to have, but you know what? I'm like, god, this fucking level is so good. Moving on. Hyperbolus has Death Moon as like the second highest. I do know that Well Rested is the highest. A fun fact about Well Rested. Both of us work on visual novels. I'm not gonna say that on here. I have family who follows this account. You can't fucking find me. Deafy or 100 Foxes works on a Dawn Chorus. Really fucking good, by the way. I read a bit of it. I read Devin's route mainly. Deafy's art does appear in that. It's so fucking good, man. I don't know. There's just something so comfortable about like the setting and everything. I like snow. I like snowy environments. They're comfortable. I like them because we don't have snow ever in California, or at least where I live. There was this one time here in the valley where we had snow, but it wasn't enough to cover like entire floors. It was fucking cool though. And I don't know, Dawn Chorus just it's so lively. Like, it's not doing something like extravagant or anything like some of the more technically advanced contemporaries, like Overworked or whatever. But like, it's so charming. But also, I don't know if this is dyslexia or not. I do have a hard time reading in between spaces, especially in novels. So the reading format of visual novels does help me a lot because everything's a lot more spaced out. I don't know how to visualize it without a without visualizing it with my hands or a fucking book itself, but take my word for it. I don't know if it's dyslexia or not. I could read words completely fine, but I just get confused moving on to the next line in a book or whatever. Fuck. As someone who was there for the development of this level, yeah, it was cool to see how fast this shit was pumped out. Like, there was pure passion in it, but it was still fast, which kind of like enforces my argument that I usually say that the amount of time you spend on something doesn't mean it's gonna be like worse because you're not taking like years on it. Fucking hell, my god, Jesus fucking Christ. Something special about experiencing such like a groundbreaking level like this being created. I do wish I got to see it raw for the first time. But you know what? My experience is like one in like a dozen the other people who witnessed this level's creation live, and I wouldn't switch that for anything else. I just think it would have been really cool to have a blind watch of this entire level. I've heard some crazy shit from people who watched this level for the first time. Like, some people cried, some people got like intense chills, some people's lives are fucking changed or whatever. And like, those are very novel experiences. I'm very proud of those people for having them. I do know there was criticism for this shit, and yeah, everything is inherently flawed. For me, I love this level. I can't find a single thing wrong about it. You could say that it is aged poorly because everybody started copying this style, but who the fuck's fault was that? Us. That's our fault, because everybody saw this and saw that, oh, maybe people will praise me too if I make like 100 of these. Not pointing fingers, but you know, fuck. The fucking borders, man. The fucking expanding borders. Actually ahead of its time, man. There's just something so, like, good about this era of 2.1. Everything was being made by the person. Whereas now I think you could get away with a lot more shader effects, taking the majority of your decoration, and I don't know. That doesn't feel novel to me anymore. Like, sure, GD's still very limited in what you can do, but I liked how limited it was here. And that's something I will treasure forever. There is a lot I could say about these square trees. They're just so creative. I'd say this is one of the less memorable parts of this level. It's still fucking cool, but yeah. It's like an extremely good part compared to a bunch of amazing parts. You know, it's like comparing gold to diamond, which, I don't know, maybe gemologist or whatever the fuck they're called would probably say that saying isn't accurate because diamond isn't as valuable as gold or whatever, but I don't fucking give a shit. It's like diamond and netherite. Netherite doesn't fucking exist, okay? Okay, this fucking ending. Something about this ending. My favorite part of the level. Like, yeah, the whole level's amazing, but this ending is my favorite part. I just love the water in the song here. I do wish there was like a fucking, like, 30-hour loop of just the water in this part that I could just listen to. I feel like my life would like have infinitely less headaches if I just listened to this water for like 30 hours straight. I don't know where they got the samples for this. I need to find them. God, the fucking message, whether intentional or not, at this level is fucking so good, man. I do know that with GD levels, not everything is intentional. Hey, look, I'm right there. But like, I like to think it was intentional that the level inherently follows the theming of, you know, ah, there I am! That's my art. It follows the theming of the song, with it being extremely pro-Earth. And it's just so beautiful, man. A level hasn't done that since, because every fucking other level is like Earthbound-inspired RPG about depression again. I'm joking, obviously, but still. What the fuck is this? Blue can't fix most anything if the toaster's broke or the phone won't ring. Stew a drew or break a toy, slash it noise and make a noise. Someone call the cops, they're still fighting. Always fighting, it's so sad.